Hello, this is Jake Fye, your state representative for the 27th District. Many of you know that the House and the Senate are in special session, which means the regular session ended after 105 days, and we're in overtime. The good news is we managed to pass a transportation budget in the House and the Senate, so one out of the three big budgets is on the governor's desk and done. What's left are the state's construction budget, which builds schools, colleges, and parks, and the operating budget, which pays to keep everything running: healthcare, public schools and universities, courts, prisons, the entire state. The operating budget is why we're in special session. Republicans control the Senate, and during the regular session, they refused to negotiate the operating budget. That refusal guaranteed that we'd go into overtime. Passing an operating budget is critically important, and not just because the state will shut down if we don't get it done before June 30th. It is important because this year is the deadline to fully fund our public schools. The state Supreme Court ruled that students in public schools are being shortchanged. Children lucky enough to live in a wealthy zip code gets a great education. All the other students go to schools that are struggling to keep teachers and buy textbooks. That's not right, and I agree with the Supreme Court that it has to change, because every child deserves a chance to succeed in school and in life. So a big part of the debate on the operating budget this year is how to pay for our public schools. I believe a great lesson can be learned from how we successfully passed the transportation budget. As Vice Chair of the Transportation Committee, I worked with lawmakers from both parties in every corner of the state. We listened to everyone and then negotiated a budget together. Everybody was at the table. It passed with overwhelming support from Democrats and Republicans. That's how you get it done. I still have hope lawmakers from both parties in the House and the Senate can sit down at the table and work out an operating budget that funds our public schools. 1 million students are counting on us. The final outcome is still yet to be determined, but we will only get a final outcome once both sides come to the table to start negotiations. Democrats are ready to step up to that challenge.